Hi everybody, it's Satsugu again, continuing on the retail Kleeneze journey. Today I'll be covering collecting books from my blanket drop, which I dropped 2 days ago and which I said I'll be collecting today, which is a Thursday. Now, the important thing here is this. Now, I have to apologise in advance here because my PC broke down. What a time for it to break down as well. So I've actually had to handwrite my callback slips just to let the customers know that I've actually been. But I'll just show you briefly what it involves. I do apologise for the detail. Now, normally I would actually have a printed out version with my photo on there telling them that I've actually been. The key information is here. You know, you've called today for the Kleeneze book, so you know it's Kleeneze that's been around. You leave your contact details, and the most important words there are, you will, if they can leave it out tomorrow, you can call back without disturbing them. Now, the last thing people actually want is for somebody to knock on the door as if they're salespeople, because salespeople are seen in a bad enough way as it is. So, by letting them know that you'll collect it without disturbing them, that's likely to commit to them to make sure you leave the books out. And what you have to bear in mind is when you actually collect a pickup, you are never ever going to get a situation where every single person leaves their book out. That is just not happening. The people that don't leave the books out have either been out or they probably need more time to look at. So those catalogues that you go back for the following day are called your stragglers. Okay, commit to that. I'll cover that in a later video, but the whole idea of the stragglers is going back for people that I've probably ordered, and I always tend to pick up orders from a straggler. Sometimes they're even bigger than what I've picked up from my first round. Okay, now I've already started in the round. I've only been 25 minutes into the drop. What I do is I actually have a round sheet, or actually make my own round sheet. So I'll show you what that entails. Okay, so basically all I've done is I've wrote down the street names. I've wrote down the numbers. Okay, just so there a bit. Yep, I wrote down the numbers of each house. I've gone odds on one side, evens on the other side. The names of the streets. As you can see, there's a lot of stragglers already, so these people I'll be coming back for tomorrow. As you can notice on the top corner there, I've got an order. Woohoo! I've got an order already, just 20 minutes into my round for $14.95. You know, I can show you that. Obviously, for confidentiality, customers' details are not shown. But there it is. It's an order. I've picked up a blanket drop. And this is on New Year's Day. So, Happy New Year to everybody, by the way. This is on New Year's Day, and I've collected an order already, which is absolutely sensational. You know, what you've got to understand is this. It's a numbers game. The more catalogues you put out, the more orders you're likely to pick up. You know, because it is a numbers game, and obviously you need to go through a lot of no's to get yeses. What I also do is I always make sure, you'll have probably noticed this from my previous videos, that I pack all my catalogues in the same way. That is because when I collect my books, I will know who's looked, I will know who hasn't looked, and it's easy for me to deduce whether there's an order or not. Okay. A lot of people will also worry about other people being in the same area, because Kleeneze is a business where you can choose your areas, you can go anywhere you want. Absolutely, I'm telling you now, do not worry about anybody else who's in the area, okay? If anything, they're doing you a favour, because if they've left their catalogues out 2 days before and they're collecting it on the same day that you're dropping, then technically you're giving the customers an extended time to look at the catalogue. The only difference being is you actually picked it up from the last distributor instead of dropping 4 days yourself, okay? So, obviously, keep going at it. Make sure you totally complete your rounds. It's very, very important that you go all the way through. There are going to be times where you go a very, very long time without picking orders, but then all of a sudden, your orders end up in the last hour or even 45 minutes. I've had that where I've gone 3 hours of picking up nothing, and all of a sudden, in the last hour and a half, I've picked up a load of orders. I've never, in this business, had a situation where I've dropped a catalogue and had no orders. It's never happened to me, simply because I've played the numbers game correctly. If you play the numbers game correctly, the numbers game will play for you in a positive way. Okay, so I'm going to continue with my lovely pickup. I will speak to you later on today once I've collected those orders. Have a great day. Happy New Year to everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye now.